Good morning from Galgavo. We are about a kilometre from the start of the shakedown stage. That's Adrian Formo going off for his third run shakedown. We've been lucky enough to catch up with the drivers this morning. Let's go and see what I had to say. Thierry, could we just ask, what can you do here?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Only what we have in the car.
But it's quicker than going back to service, obviously, to make some small click changes, or?
Yeah, that's sure. But it would be better to have a remote service over here. It would be much easier for everybody.
First run through shakedown?
Yeah, okay.
Clearly a busy man, and has made quite a good point there, that there is space here to have a remote service. So they're not really able to do much to the car at all. There's obviously no spares, nothing in that Hyundai vehicle there. It's literally just work a little bit with the tyres. You've done one run at shakedown. Is it a little bit unusual to have this space here to come and work, not work on the car, but do what you want with the car?
Basically, yeah. Every time when we don't have remote service during shakedown and the service is quite far away, then we have to work our own. So basically, by regulation, the data collection is allowed, but let's say some places like Safari we had service where mechanics could help us, but here we don't. So we try to do as much as we can ourselves.
What have you done? We've seen you've taken the spares out. Is it now to kind of mix some hards and softs and see what it's going to feel like in the event?
Yeah, exactly. We put the mix tires and we adjusted a bit damper clicks to see the range or how the car is reacting to changes.
And nice to get back in, first run done.
Yeah, it's obviously since long time again on tarmac. So this one again very unique and quite low in grip. So actually the road is not too bad. So quite representative to some stages.
Good, Gregoire, very very quick word. How was first run through shakedown?
It was okay. It's a tricky one, a very fast shakedown where you can easily do a mistake. Surely the last part, because there were some road works going on. Not so long time ago, so it's quite dirty, but just trying to get a feeling and not doing anything stupid on the shakedown.
Definitely not. What are you going to do here? Have you started out on softs and now put some hards on?
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's a bit the plan of everyone. We took the soft because it was still damp in the morning. Now we're gonna try a mixed package to see what how it's like, so we have an idea for the weekend.
Can you fiddle a little bit with clicks or just literally just tyres?
No, we did a bit of clicks before the second run, just to try and a small adjustment, but to see what we can improve, and it went in a good direction, so all okay.
One of the innovations for this year, one of the rule changes, third run at Shakedown, you are now taking out YouTubers, basically influencers, members of the media. Jamie here is about to go out with Gregoire Munster. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I've got a few nerves, but I mean, nerves are good. It's going to be a wild ride. This is rally, it's WRC, it's the pinnacle of rallying, right? So, yeah, feel honoured.
Absolutely is. Have you got much experience? Do you know much about the sport?
So, again, I cover quite a lot of motorsport in what I do, but I have been lucky enough to go out with some British rally drivers in some British rally cars. So I kind of know what I'm about to experience, but in a different format, I guess, and at the pinnacle, as I say. So
you have no idea. You have no idea what's coming. It's going to be sensational. Have you spoken to Gregoire much yet?
I have, yes. So we had a kind of a pre-ride chat yesterday where we kind of talked through the car's specs and also had a look at some of the aerodynamics and just talk through some of the, I guess, some of the rules and what goes into WRC here in Croatia. So yeah, we had a nice little chat.
Jamie, you're going to have a great time. We'll try and catch up with Jamie afterwards. It is going to be a sensational ride for him. The chance to take a seat in one of these cars at any time has to be taken, particularly on tarmac. Obviously, G-forces, okay, there's not massive amounts of grip here because it's not super hot, grippy tarmac. It's quite slippery, but still, it is going to be a quite extraordinary experience for him. 2 runs of Shakedown you've done now?
Yes.
Yeah, how were they?
That was okay. Feel comfortable with the car, so it's positive. We had some good tests before the rally, so it was working well, I think.
Second run through, is there much more mud on the road? Are they much cutting going on?
Well, we are faster. Well, I'm surprised, but we drive on a Ricky with a standard car, then you come to here, so you need to get used to it. But yeah, for sure it's getting dirty, so Yeah, but it depends. The last part of the stage was full of mud, and now we start to have some lines, you know, so we start to clean it.
How difficult is it? You've done obviously 2 runs with your regular co-driver. Now you've got somebody completely different. You've only done 2 runs through the stage. It's great to bring these people along.
It's the same. It's the same shakedown since 21, I think. 21. I think 21 was the same. So I know the stage, but you push less when you have a different co-driver. The weight also seems to be different also. So it's different, but yeah.
You're not in this 3rd run to learn anything, are you? It's just literally to give people an experience.
Well, I want to learn something with tires, so I'm trying something. But for the setup of the car, no, I will not try anything.
And you've done 2 runs now. What are your thoughts?
No, I the first run I stopped in the junction and I had to restart the car. But the second pass was fine, doing some fine tuning of the car. Car in general feels good. A bit on the nervous side, but I think the setup is very quick. It's very fast, but I just need to adapt and try to calm it.
Yeah, there was a bit of overnight rain. The road is getting dirtier. Second pass.
I'm not sure if it will be terrible on the second pass. I think first pass will be probably the worst. Then maybe it's drying towards the day, and then second pass shouldn't be too bad, or let's say more predictable than the gravel cruise has been through. The most tricky part is the first pass. You know, when everything looks nice, I don't have it in my notes where the gravel will be pulled out on the first pass, and then I need to, let's say, use my eyes quite a lot. So first pass tomorrow will be important.
Did you switch? Put some hards on?
Yeah, I will put some hards on now for the last run.
You haven't done that already? You've done 2 with softs?
Yeah, 2 with softs.
So this 3rd run, you've got obviously somebody completely different in the car. I don't know who it is, but it's not somebody who's going to call coherent pace notes. But you can still learn a little bit from the tyres in that.
Yeah, you get a feeling for how it works. And this stage is quite particular. It has a lot of different sections, so it's quite easy to remember. So you can still go in, let's say, in quite a good pace without knowing the pace notes, actually. So it's still good enough to get some feeling.
Good man. Enjoy. Back with Jamie after his run with Greg Warminster. Jamie, tell us, how was it?
Yeah, that's an experience, to say the least. That is, honestly, that's like no other. That's honestly, I take my hat off to Greg. It takes some skill to do what he does, and you know, even Luca sitting in the passenger seat there, or being co-driver, it's an amazing experience. I honestly, words can't really say what I just experienced. It happens so fast. It's literally a roller coaster, but it's a roller coaster with, I guess, varying levels of, you could die if this goes wrong, like, you know. Yeah. I don't know, it's just what is mind-blowing too is just how we cut through the country, like the forest stages, and then you'll come around a corner sideways and there's hundreds of people in front of you. It's literally, it almost felt like I was living like a rally scene from the first person. It was crazy. Like,
what was the biggest surprise? Is it the acceleration, the braking?
I would actually say it's probably the jumps. It's the jumps. Like, a car should not be taking flight like that. Like the air that we got, I'm not sure how high we went, but it literally felt like I was flying through the air. And also, it's just how committed he is into blind corners. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, how do you know what's on the other side of this? Coming over a crest in a right-hander, full speed, it's just like, obviously he's done the circuit before, or he's done the stage before, but even so, as a passenger, it's mind-blowing. The G-forces that are involved are crazy.
And that you're talking about the jumps there. The cars are so balanced, they're so settled. There's no jarring on the landing, is there?
No, I mean it literally sits that, like, when it lands, it comes down so smooth. It's like almost like it's meant to be, I guess. Like, you know?
So everything you've done there, could you imagine now reading a book at the same time?
No. In one word, no.
No, it has been a great experience. Where can we find out your YouTube channel? Where can we see your exploits?
Sure, so you can find me on Officially Gassed on YouTube, and pretty much all other social handles too. Officially Gassed, Instagram, TikTok, and yeah, you'll find me there.
So you were a rally fan, you're an even bigger rally fan now.
Mate, I want one.
So this one will be a reasonably straightforward one for Sebastian Ogier. This is Janica Kasilic, excuse me, a 4-time, apparently, Olympic gold medalist. Not sure if it's downhill or slalom skier, but obviously let's not forget, Sebastian Ogier is a big skier himself. Seb, is it quite nice to bring another skier into the car?
Yes, I like it. Like I say, I have that already a couple of times because I have some friends in the ski tour, and yeah, it's a pleasure to meet Yannicka. She was very, very successful in her career. So, and usually, you know, skiing and racing is not so far from each other somehow, and I think most of the time they really appreciate the things and enjoy the ride. So I'm looking forward to do it.
The mindset is very similar, isn't it? It's you against the clock.
Yeah, mindset, and also visualizing the road or the track you have to go, having the right line. It's carrying the maximum speed in the corner. It's a lot of common things. Yeah.
First 2 runs, good for you this morning?
It was okay. Yes. You know, it's only a Shakedown. Of course, we'll have to look the sky. I think we won't have a clear weekend, so that will make it very challenging here. We know that. Start position is not ideal, so we'll have to see what we can do and try to make the best out of Friday first. But yeah, like always, I'm coming to have fun, and to have fun, of course, I hope to be fast.
We saw you put that you've changed the ride height, so even with the guest in the car, you're still testing and just checking things out?
A little bit, yeah. We know the Shakedown by heart, so we can tell her that I will not slow down because she's in the car now.